Hi Taurus, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are just looking at sort of whatever wants to pop out. I will be looking at love as well. Trying to keep it a little bit lighter this week since we have just done those shadow work videos. So if you haven't seen those, go back and check those out. The full moon shadow work reading and the all signs right before that, the review reading, both really good for shadow work stuff there. I have been trying to keep it a bit lighter this week, but we still are getting quite a lot of deeper kind of messages coming through. So we'll see what's coming through for you today, Taurus. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I really appreciate that support. This week I am using the Cosmic Messages Oracle. The Lenormand deck that I have is the Jelly Bean Lenormand. As well as two love oracles. We've got the Romance Angels Love Oracle, as well as the Twin Flames Messages deck. Okay, so getting into it for you, Taurus. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know right now, please? Taurus. Oh, interesting. Guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it go. What are you feeling guilty about, Taurus? Guilt. Breathe in and let it go. For a lot of you, I do feel like this is connected to your self-image, holding yourself back from things, feeling guilty for your placement, whether that's, positive or negative, feeling guilty that you have certain things that other people may not have, and vice versa, feeling guilty that you haven't been able to achieve other things that other people have that you're kind of wanting here. Interesting energy. It is coming through a little bit connected to your self-value. So we'll have a look here. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus, please? Guilt is a normal feeling. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus? Okay, so that's relatively... Guilt that you said something. Guilt that you said something to... Firstly, we have the letter coming through here, which is a communication card. Okay, so that's all forms of communication. But we are sort of seeing here, we do have the garden, which is the social energy, and then the birds, which is conversations. So we are seeing two of the communication cards coming through here. And the garden kind of can be a bit of a communication card as well, because it's all about sort of meeting up with people, spending time with people, getting out and about, being sociable, can talk about invitations and events and things like that. I'm getting a couple of clear kind of messages coming through. Someone's feeling guilty that they have maybe invited somebody to an event or been invited to an event without actually having a conversation about this somehow. It's like it's got something to that for those people, it's got something to do with expected behaviors. So like you've invited somebody to an event, but you're feeling guilty because you haven't actually had a conversation with them about, the expected behaviors that you're expecting them to. I feel like for a lot of you that in that case, it's an event that may have already happened and something's happened at the event and you're feeling guilty that you didn't make it very clear that this behavior was not going to be acceptable at this event. And then the person went ahead and done that or said that, and you're feeling like it's your fault because you didn't tell them, oh, you can't say this or you can't do this. But it's not your fault. Like at the end of the day, their actions and behaviors are their own, not your responsibility here, Taurus. But for others of you, this is you may have said something, unintentionally harsh, or kind of maybe feeling a little bit of guilt about the way that you've worded something when you've spoken to somebody, or you've had a bit of a conversation with somebody that didn't really go the way that you intended for it to go. With the garden in the center there, it does talk about compromise. So it is retrievable. Okay. There is this meeting each other halfway. So for some of you, if you are holding on to guilt about maybe something that you've communicated to somebody, there is the opportunity to meet them halfway and compromise, but it's going to take further conversation. There needs to be maybe an actual conversation to this person, like an actual apology, that kind of a thing. For others of you, it may be reversed as well. So this may be something to do with you're asking for an apology from somebody, communicating to somebody that, look, I need you to meet me halfway, and on this situation, and we need to have a conversation about this. Any extra details about what exactly that is about for Taurus, please? We have the crossroads coming through, the pathways. So it may be, your opinion when someone's told you about a choice or decision they're making, and you've given a very clear opinion one way or another, and you're kind of, rethinking or feeling guilty about being opinionated, choosing to say the wrong thing at the wrong time, feeling that you maybe have made the wrong choices here. You decided to say something when really you maybe feel as though I shouldn't have said anything. We are seeing the just breathe in and let it go. It's kind of giving me that vibe of it's not that serious. You're feeling guilty exponentially compared to how you should be. You're feeling more guilty than you should. Advice for Taurus with this situation, please. Advice for Taurus. But like that's exactly why guilt is a normal feeling, because, it gives us the opportunity to grow and learn from these things, and, understand that, maybe next time I need to be a little bit more careful about the way I word things. Maybe not take things quite so literally if people are saying things to me. Maybe stopping and thinking about the intention behind things, rather than just blurting out whatever comes to your mouth. The advice we have for you is, we have the masculine coming through first, followed by the stars and the heart. Okay, so once again, I do feel as though that's connected to intention. Okay, the stars and the heart sort of does feel like intention, and making it, communicating the intention behind what you've said, or what has been said. So the stars does talk about wishes sort of coming true, staying hopeful and optimistic. And the heart, obviously does talk about unconditional love, and, coming from your heart space. So there may be the need to sort of let people know that my intentions are pure. They're coming from my heart. They're coming from, trying to protect something that I love, or someone that I love. So, when you're saying things to people, sometimes you do end up feeling guilty. Oh, I shouldn't have said that so harshly. But ultimately, look, I'm trying to protect you. I'm trying to protect you from being hurt, and explaining yourself a little bit from that side of things. So it's kind of advising you to, stay hopeful, stay optimistic about whatever's happened here, and just come from your heart and be honest, with what's happened, behind the scenes of where that came from. Why were you saying that? The intention seems to be important. So with the masculine there, it's kind of, you taking a little bit control, like taking control a little bit there, taking personal responsibility for your actions. If that's you that has said something a little bit out there, standing nice and tall and strong in your own self, and letting people know I'm coming from, a loving place, my intention was to come from a loving place. I'm sorry if I came across a little bit brashly, but, you know, I was just trying to be logical, objective about the situation. But, you know, obviously sometimes people, when emotions are involved, logic and rational thinking can seem harsh. Okay, so keep that in mind with whatever's going on this week for you, Taurus. Okay, so just be aware of that happening. You may be sticking your foot in your mouth a little bit this week, Taurus, but I'll hope for the best for you, okay? Sorry about the background noise there. I thought they had stopped, but we'll have a quick look at love and relationships for you. There's pressure washing the driveway. I thought they had finished. Love and relationships for Taurus, please. Yeah, so when that happens, you may feel under pressure, like, but, you know, that gives you the opportunity to sort of wash away and have a clean slate, you know, to start over with this thing. Love and relationships for Taurus, please. I am sorry about that background noise. Hopefully they do stop again soon. Okay, so free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So we're seeing that element coming back through there. It's taking control of your own self and your own words and your own behaviors. We do see codependency coming through as well. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So for some of you, this is, I'm just getting, you know, it's not anything really huge or dramatic. It's just a little bit of, you know, relying on something just a little bit too much. So I'm kind of getting over drinking for a lot of you here, and for others there is an actual codependency on having to have somebody there to support you all the time rather than being okay on your own. So just keep that in mind when it comes to love. It might be a good time to take some independence, take a break from you know, having a few drinks or whatever. Those sorts of things are coming through. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So there's definitely love around you. We'll see if what messages your person wants to send to you here, Taurus. If you're not in a connection, that is fine. It does just pick up on the energy, okay, of your person, even if you don't even know them. Okay, messages for Taurus from their person. Wow, this person really wants to talk to you, Taurus. Can you hear me? Whisper your name. So, yeah, they're trying to talk to you. They may even be trying to, you know, gain a telepathic connection with you. I need some more time before I can come to you. Okay, so they are just, there's something going on in their personal life. For those of you who haven't met this person, it will take a little bit more time. Some of you do already know this person and you're just sort of, this person's needing some space at the moment, or they are, you know, are maybe away working, things like that. They're just, even if you live together, they're just needing some emotional space a little bit here, but they do miss you. You know, they're even with that emotional space, they do miss you, and my love for you is stronger than ever. Okay, Taurus. So, you know, there's definitely love there. It's just, you know, something going on. It feels like something going on with your person at the moment. And, you know, I'm just getting a bit of stress coming through from them. Maybe it's them that you've said something to and they're just a little bit, you know, just give me some space so I can, you know, really actually work through the feelings that brought up for them. For those of you who have actually said something to this person without really intending to you know, you didn't, I feel like your intentions were pure. If this was you saying something to someone, I don't feel as though you had bad intentions. And same as if that was someone says something to you, Taurus. I don't feel as though the intentions are bad. It's just like, you know, something, sticking your foot in your mouth kind of energy, just saying something and someone taking it the wrong way, that kind of a thing. Okay. But that's what we've got for you this week, Taurus. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Please subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate that support. Being such a small, non-monetized channel, every single like, comment and subscribe. It really does help make a difference. So thank you for all that support, guys. I do appreciate that. And hopefully I will see you all again soon.